YouTubers, and welcome back to another episode here on ESGNet of MLB 16 The Show, Road to the Show with Theo Bonds. This is episode 114, and we're getting ready for a huge episode today as we're going to take on we have two series here coming up. We have a huge series against the Indians and against the Baltimore Orioles. Both are on the road, so this is our pretty much our road trip here, as we're going to take on Danny Salazar coming up in this first game here against the Cleveland Indians. So right now we're currently 2-5 here for the season, as Cleveland right now 3-3. And oh, by the way, I want to congratulate to the city of Cleveland for their big, huge championship there in the NBA, as LeBron James and company brought home a world championship. So congratulations to them. Hadn't had a world champion there in Cleveland since was it 48? I believe 1948 when the Indians won the World Series. So big ups to them. Congratulations to those guys, and we'll see how that goes. Hopefully next season they'll be able to repeat. But in this version here, the Indians are still struggling. Don't have a World Series yet, like I said, since 48. Progressive Field is a beautiful park here, and tonight we'll see Theo Bonds in action here tonight, as he has been struggling here quite a bit. He's been not playing as well, and he is having a slow start for the season. But we'll go ahead and go to the bottom of the third here with 2 outs. And we'll see what he can do here on defense, as they're down by a run. And we'll see. It's going to be a fastballs here. So might have a good opportunity here to turn a double play here, as there's 1-2, and that's all they need to get out of the inning there. So they see here at the end of 3, there's only 1-0 here for Cleveland. So we'll go top of the 4th here. And Bonds up to bat here, and he has a runner on board, and he hits this one high and deep. This one is going to go back, and it will not get caught there. That will be an error, and the runner from first will go to third there, as Bonds will stay at first on the error. So Bonds gets a opportunity here to try to score, as Kenny Winters will come up to bat, and we'll see what Bonds can do here at the top of the 4th. Now tied 1-1, and we'll see 2 outs. Bonds will go ahead and take off here. He's going to try to steal for second, and does, as the catcher there ends up losing the ball there and cannot do anything with that one. As you see here, trying to transfer the ball there from his hand to his glove. But yeah, just not a good job there, as you see there in slow motion. And that will cost him, as now Bonds will get a free base at second. So now still Kenny Winters up to bat here. We got a 1-2 count, 2 outs, and we'll see what Winters can do here. Winters hits this one high and deep out to right field, but it'll get caught, and that will end the inning. So Bonds steals a base, gets on board by way of an error. As you see there, tied up 1-1. Now top of the 6th here, down by a run, as Bonds up to bat once again. Got a runner on first. We'll see what he can do here. He hits this one past the infield there. Nice job. Third baseman trying to make a play on that one, but cannot get a hold of it. And Bonds will get a base hit. So nice job. Moving the runner over there now from first to second, and getting himself on board here in this game. Hopefully things can turn around here, as you got the big slugger here, Miguel Cabrera, 0 for 1. Sacrifice and an RBI for him today. We'll see what he can do here for his team. So let's see here, a 1-2 count here for Cabrera, and Cabrera will, oh no, that's gonna be a wild pitch there, and Bonds is gonna go ahead and go from first to second. Nice job, as they gotta try to cover the plate there. And the Indians just not playing good baseball right now here today, as they're having a tough time here with the pitching and giving up some free bases here for their opponents. So Cabrera coming up again. The bat here, 2-2 count now for him. Still with nobody out and runners on board. And Cabrera gets a hold of this one high and deep. This is going to be an easy job here to tag the base here, as nope, there's no base going to be tagged up, as that one's just not deep enough there. and the Tigers are going to keep the runners at second and third there and try not to advance, as Salazar is just trying to hopefully get his teammates together here and try to change things. So Winters will come up to bat, 1 for 2. He's singled back in the second. We'll see what he can do here, as we're still down by a run here in the top of the 6th. Bonds still at second with a 2-2 count, and the pitch, and Winters will hit this one up the middle there. This is going to be a easy routine play there, as there are no runs scored here, and Winters will get thrown out there at first. Actually, no, 1 run does score. I forgot, there's no outs. So now we go with 2 outs here, and we'll get Mallory up to bat here with Bonds at third. And we'll see it's tied up 3-3 here, top of the 6th. 0-2 count here for Mallory. We'll see what he can do here. Mallory will hit this one right to the second baseman there, and the runner will not be able to score, as they do get the final out of the inning. So after 6 now, Tigers and Indians still tied up 3-3. Top of the 8th now, Bonds hits this one high and deep. This one is over the wall, and that ball is gone. Home run for Theo Bonds there for him. I believe that is his either second or third of the season. I'm not for sure. But he does hit that one over the wall there. And congratulations to him, as he is hopefully turning around his slump that he's in right now. He'll hit that one over the wall. And that one, it goes 434 feet deep there in that direction there for Bonds. So nice job there for him, as that's his first home run of the season, and that one is long gone. As we'll take a look here, if I'll score 6-3 as the Indians win that one, as the Tigers win that one, and Bonds goes 2 for 5 in the ball game. So very slow start here for Bonds, as he's not been playing too well. If you guys remember from the previous episode, he was 5 of 29 and only had 1 RBI, and now he has another RBI and now has a home run. So he hopefully will be turning things around for himself here as we move along here with the season. So we'll end up skipping game 2. He does play in game 2, but he's 0 for 4. And they lose that one 6-3. So now we'll go to game 3 here in Cleveland at Progressive Field. It's just a beautiful afternoon here for some baseball. And we'll see what the Tigers can do against the Tri-Bears. See, they're currently 4-4 for the season. So still early in the season here. And you see 2 for 9, a solo home run back in game 1. Now we'll see what he can do here in game 3. Top of the first here, runner on second, and Bonds hits that one right there routinely to the third baseman, who gets him out, and that right there will end the side. So after 1, no score. Now top of the second now here, or bottom of the second now I should say, here Detroit leading by 1. It's a 1-1 count for Santana. We'll see the pitch here from him. And we'll see this one. Oh, we got a good try to see if we can snag this one with using show motion or slow or the slow-mo or whatever the hell they call it this year. But we get the ball and snag that one and get that one to first. So nice job there. Showtime, that's what it's called. Showtime. Showtime. Use the showtime there, and we were able to snag that one right off the line there and able to get the runner there at first. So the pitcher loves that. Now we'll go ahead and get to the top of the 5th. Now we're up by a run, as they have an 0-1 count here for Bonds. And this one gets hit there. That one's going to hit off the wall out there for Bonds. Bonds will go ahead and slide in for a double there. Nice job for him, as he gets an extra base hit there. So that's an RBI double there for him. And he puts another run on the board here. Take a look. And just finds his swing right there. Nice job there for him. As like I said, really bad slow start for him this season. Not like him, as we've seen it in years past. Top of the 5th, Bonds still at second. We'll see what he can do here. Maybe possibly still for third. 1-1 count, 2 outs, and the pitch. And this one goes out there to the left. This one will drop out there short, and he will not be able to advance to home there on the play. So he does move up 90 feet there to third as Winters knocks him over. And take a look at the replay here from ShowTrack. Finds it right there, high and away, and left fielder cannot make a play there, but is able to keep the runner from scoring there at third. So now Mallory coming up the bat. He has runners on the corners with a 1-2 count, 2 outs. 4-2 is your score, as Bonds is hoping that Mallory can knock him in here and make it a 5-2 score game. And to take a look at the pitch, and Mallory will get this one. That one will get past the infield there. A runner will score, and Mallory will get on board there. So now it's 5-2 now here for the Tigers. So Tigers doing a good job here, rallying here in this ball game here, trying to avoid of possibly getting the series taken away from them. And you see that Bonds comes in on the run. Now top of the 7th. Now we're down by 1. 6-5 is your score. Bonds 1 for 3. Well, he doubled last time we've seen him, and he'll now hit again here as he'll single here this time around, and that will be a base hit there for him. So nice job there. 2 for 4 now here, hitting 500 in today's ball game, and I think things are turning around for him. So Winters is going to come up the bat here, and we'll see what he can do for him. Or I should say Epperson. Epperson will come up 2 for 3 here. A single and a double for him so far. Bonds at first place here, thinking about stealing here, get off the bag just a bit. As you go ahead and see, he's going to take off in the first movement here, and that one's going to get caught, and that will be the inning. So after 7 innings of work, Tigers trailing by 1 here. Now top of the 9th here, got runners at first and third. Got 1 out, but we'll see what Bonds can do. And you know what? They say, yeah, we know what you can do in this situation, and we're just going to go ahead and give you first. So that's what they do. They go ahead and say, yep, you're going to go ahead and take your base. He gets first base. He doesn't like it. Just take a look at his staring at the catcher there who called for it. And they'll go ahead and give him first base. So Epperson come up the bat here. Got bases loaded here for him. He has a 1-2 count in favor of the pitcher. And we got 1 out here. We'll see what he can do. See if he can drive at least 1 run here in the inning to tie the game up. As you see here, this gets popped up there to deep left field there. Not deep enough for the runner there at third to score. So the runners will stay where they're at on that at bat. So Detroit still looking for a run here as they try to get this get it back in this game here by tying it up, and Axford's doing a good job here pitching. Mallory coming up here, 2 for 3, is 2 singles and 2 RBIs for him. All he needs to do now is hit one up the middle here, past the infield, and he can get a drive in and run, possibly 2 if it's hit well enough. So we'll get off the bag here a little bit. Bonds looking. They're going to hit this one. This is going to be a hit and run. And nope, that's going to be the ball game here as Mallory hits into the second baseman who throws him out there at first. And that is your ball game. So your final score in this game, 6-5. Bonds 2 for 4 in the ball game, an RBI, a double, a walk, and 1 run. He has scored for the team here today. Average now at 214, and they do not win this series. So they end up losing the series 2-1, as the Indians now are going to be 5-4 after this game. So City of Cleveland right now partying, beating the Tigers right now, and the Tigers right now having just a bad start right now here this season. So Chris Tillman gets the hit with the loss here for him. I believe that is his first loss of the year. And so we'll see what he can do here. Hopefully he can turn things around this year, as he did not play so well last year. So now 3.5 there out of the Central there, as we're just desperately needing some wins here to try to avoid being in the basement. Now we take on Baltimore here, who Baltimore has been doing pretty well for themselves here. We'll see here in just a bit what their record is, but we'll see if we can turn things around here in Baltimore as we continue our road trip here. and see what we can do here against the O's. So the O's right now looking pretty good, looking pretty sharp right now, but no score right now. Top of the first, Bonds up to bat here with a runner on second, 2 outs. We'll see what they do here, and they're going to pitch, and yep, that's going to be a job, 3rd strike here, as that's going to get Bonds out. But the drop right there gets the runner from second to third there, so Bonds does I guess in some way does help out some way, but not the way they want it to be, as the runner does advance. Now we'll see here, this is going to be a pop-up here to shallow left, and that right there will be the inning. So no draw. Actually, no, that's actually still the same at bat. Excuse me, that was the same at bat, but he is able to get the runner advance to third, but no score. 2-0 now, top of the 6th here. Bonds will hit this one high and deep out to right center field. That one's going to bounce off the wall out there. Runner, and now both runners in scoring position here, as Bonds has to retreat back to second here as he almost gets tagged there. And there you'll see he'll get a credit for a double, as I think he was just thinking a little too far ahead there for himself as he hits that one. That's just a beautiful hit right there. Nobody there, playing that ball right off the wall. Excuse me, that's going to get them now in scoring position here. So top of the 6th now, runs at second and third, down by 2, nobody out here. Great opportunity here for the Tigers to try to come back here with a batter here. So we'll see what Epson can do with his at bat, as he has a 0-1 count here for himself. And we'll see the pitch from the O's pitcher starter, and there you see this one going up the middle there. Nice job. Bonds is going to try and go in for a run here, but he'll get tagged out at the plate there. They do score 1 run, so it's now 2-1. But Bonds just getting a little too greedy there, as you take a look here and see just a nice throw to home plate and a nice tag there, as the O's win this one 6-1 is your final score. Bonds 1 for 4 in the game, a double for himself. So now we go to game 2 here against the O's. We'll see what we can do here on this kind of a wet and cold and not so evening. It's not so good night here in Baltimore, as they're going to take on the Tigers once again. So game 3, hopefully Bonds could do a little bit better here coming up in this series, as there you see his numbers so far. Like I said, so very slow start, hitting .217. Top of the first, runner on first, 1 out, and that one gets up past the shortstop there. That's going to be a base hit there for Bonds, as he gets on board there. Nice job for him and his club. So the Tigers are trying to avoid getting taken out of this series here. And you see Bonds just makes a nice hit there, and is going to get himself and the other runner in position. So 1-0 now here, top of the 6th here with 2 outs. Bonds got the opportunity here to do something here, and he does. He hits another single there. Nice job. That's going to be another single there. Second single in the ball game here today, as he now has 24 points there with that, as he's doubled up his points here. And he's going to try to see what he can do here. Maybe possibly steal a base here, hopefully. Try to get in scoring position for himself. So then Miguel Cabrera, 1 for 2, single, and an RBI for himself. And he has a good opportunity here, as he does have a guy who can run a base here, steal one, and then try to knock him over home here with just one swing of the bat. So now full count for Miguel Cabrera. You see Bonds thinking about stealing here. Bonds does with the first motion here, and that's going to be a walk here, as Cabrera gets drawn up a walk, and Bonds will now be placed at second base after that. So, but they do credit him with a steal, and they'll see here in the next at bat. 0 for 2 for Kevin. We'll see what he can do here with the 0-2 count. Bonds at second here with 2 outs. Just got to get one past the infielder to score another run here and make it 2-0. And we'll see here, this is going to be a high chopper there. That right there is going to be popped up there, and that's going to be the out, as no one is able to score here. And after 6, Tigers lead it 1-0. Now, Tigers are down by a run here, top of the 9th here. Nobody out. And Bonds hits this one right down the line. Nice job. He hits that one right down the third base line. Gets a single there on that play. And there you see here, it's like, yep, I got it. I'm going to get this going for us. And you see there, you get a little excited about hitting that line drive down there, as no one could get a hold of that one. And just saying, yep, I'm good. I'm ready. Let's get this rally going. Let's win this game. So we'll take a look here and see Cabrera 1 for 2, a single and an RBI, and he has a good opportunity here to knock Bonds in, as there's no outs, and they still, by the looks of it, can get a rally going for themselves here and possibly take the lead here late in the 9th. We'll see here. Bonds is going to draw here. He's going to get caught in a little play there. That's going to turn 2, and yeah, pitcher's best friend right there helps him. And that ends the day for both men here. As we'll see here, Cabrera just hits into a double play there. Nice job from the third baseman throwing that one from second to first. And that is your double play. As you see, the Orioles win this one 2-1. Here's your final score. Bonds 3 for 4 in the ball game. No runs and no RBIs in the game for him today. So now we'll go ahead and move on to the final game of the series here. Try to avoid the sweep, as the Orioles have now won the first 2 games. It is Jackie Robinson Day, and yes, everyone is going to be wearing 42 in honor of Jackie Robinson. As Oriole Park is a packed house here today. Fans are loving it here, especially for their Orioles, who have now won 2 out of 3 games here against the Tigers. So the Tigers lead it now 4-0 here, top of the 4th with 2 outs. Bonds up to bat here. Bonds hits this one up the middle there. That is going to score a run for Bonds here. Actually, now it's going to actually score 2. No, it only scores 1 as the runner there gets a little too greedy there and gets in there and gets tagged. It's now 5-0 here after 4. Top of the 7th now. We'll see here. Bonds hits this one up the middle there. He is going to try to go for a double, but wait a minute. No, he's going to hold up. And he is going to go for just a single there. So he'll get the base hit there. No runs will score there. And you'll see now the skipper for the Orioles, or at least the pitching coach, coming out here to talk to his pitcher here to see what they need to do here against Bonds when he comes up for his next at-bat. Not to mention to worry about Cabrera, who's coming up here next with bases loaded. So Cabrera coming up the bat here. Home run earlier, a single. 2 for 3 in this game, as he has a big opportunity here to get a grand slam with no outs. So 0-2 count here for Cabrera. Bonds is going to get off the bag here just a little bit here, just to make sure, keep the pitcher in check here. And see here a swing, and this one going high and deep. This one going out to shallow left, and the shortstop makes a nice play there. Nice job. And that keeps the runners there at the bases there. So bases are still loaded here. Cabrera tried to do something there, tried to take one deep, but just could not do it that time around. So we'll see with the next at bat here. Kenny Winters coming out of bat, 1 for 3 today, a single and a run. Bases are loaded here for him. We'll see what he can do here with this 1-2 count. Hopefully, he can drive in a run here, as we still only have 1 out here, and we'll see. Oh, he gets rung up there. That's 2 away now for the Tigers, as Winters does not like the call that's been called on him, that strikeout there, and he's going to do a little arguing there with the ump. But when it comes to the end there, the ump is going to win the argument, as now Epperson will come up the bat here. 0 for 3, a fly out back in the 5th. Hopefully, he can try to get us on home here, as we don't want to be left stranded. And we'll see. Yep, no, unfortunately, we will be stranded there, as he strikes out there, and that will end the side. After 7, it's 5-2. Baltimore is trailing, and Baltimore will lose this one, and a final score of 9-8. Bonds 2 for 5, an RBI for him. As we take a look here, 3.5 games out of first place, as Kansas City and Cleveland both lead the American League Central. White Sox right behind them with 2, and in the basement, the Minnesota Twins with 4 games out of first place. Just a half a game really between us and them for last place. So coming up in the next episode, you guys, I believe we will have a series here with Seattle coming up at home. We got a series with Seattle, and then with the Angels there, and then we'll go back on the road once again against Boston and New York. So definitely come on back for more Road to the Show with Theo Bonds, as we're trying to see if we can get him out of the slump here, as he's had some here. And yeah, just try to turn things around. This first month right now for him has been a tough one. So, but he's having a slow start right now. I'm pretty sure he's gonna have a great rest of the season, if that's an indication for anything. So if you guys enjoyed the video, please leave a like. Also, don't forget to hit that subscription button and subscribe for more Road to the Show with Theo Bonds. Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and tell me the links down below in the description for the latest in news and also when the videos are coming out. So thank you guys so much for watching. As always, keep yourselves healthy, and I will see you guys next time.